What's up, everybody? I'm Sharonda Ware,
And I'm Dwight Ware,
and this is Everywhere We Go.
where connection is the destination.
Real stories to show, connections that grow. Everywhere we go, yeah, we tell them. Real stories to show, connections that grow. Everywhere we go, yeah, we tell them.
Welcome back to Everywhere We Go, where connection is the destination. Today's episode is called Living Large, online or outside. And we're going to discuss this couple. Man, this is a couple who knows how to turn a single moment into a whole movement.
Yes, they help grow Rhythm and Brunch, an R&B experience, from a local day party to a national experience.
They've built more than an event. It's food, it's fashion, it's nostalgia, karaoke, church, family reunion, all wrapped in Black joy and belonging. And Ashley, she's the style, the support, the humor, the brilliance, and the steady force that travels right beside him.
They're creators, entrepreneurs, parents, partners, community builders who show us what it looks like to grow together and to show up outside.
Welcome, T and Ashley Large.
What
Hello.
an intro.
Oh
what
my
an
gosh.
intro.
I'm blushing.
It
Wow.
is all the truth.
I
It was easy for you guys.
I was waiting on the real couple to come on the show. I didn't know.
What are they talking
Yeah,
about?
that was unbelievable. Wow, that's
nice. Thank
awesome.
you.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much. It's a pleasure to be here
And
today.
thank y'all for being able to come on the show, because we want to talk about a bunch of different topics with you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I don't know if I'm going to be first.
We're going to let you go first.
Okay, I like
Ladies
to be first
first.
anyway.
That's what we do
Ladies
here.
first. We like to hear that.
All right.
So, all right. The first thing we want to get into is talking about outside. To a certain extent, we're going to talk about your brand and the business. Tell us about your brand and businesses and how it helps people belong.
Okay. So it's so funny, great question to start because there's so many. I know, and people always say T is all over the place. And it really just comes from me trying to figure out what idea I really want to run with. And so here lately, there's a couple ways to answer this. Forever Living Large is always going to be the brand. That's us as a family.
Yeah.
That's everything that we do as a unit. That's everything that we are as a crew. And it really is our constant reminder to just run our race. So if you see me using the hashtag or us saying Forever Living Large, it's really it's more than just a wedding hashtag. We got married in 2018 and you had to have a wedding. You had to have a wedding hashtag.
Movement.
But it
Right.
became a motto for our family to just run our race and let's just do it our way and enjoy that and take pride in that. So that's so Forever Living Large is always the umbrella as a whole. Positive T is kind of what I've been running with this year. And it really is just my reminder of what I bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? My positivity, my wit, my charm, my character, all of those sorts of things.
Motivational tea.
Motivational tea. And just all the good things. And so that's really, I guess what Ash and I are working on together, which is so many things, but there's just a way to kind of support within that and to kind of be my partner through that and help me build that and help us build that, because it is an us brand and everything that I do is really we do.
Man, you sound just like me. I would have thought you were talking about me, except for the play on the name. But we love to play on our name.
Sure.
We're the Wares. I know
Yeah.
y'all are the Larges. Y'all live in large, so this is where it's at. So
No, and
Oh, I like that.
Yeah,
This is where it's at.
I love the way you guys do that as well, to play on the name. So super blessed to have those last names
Yes,
to kind of work out in those
I guess
environments.
It was destined. I don't know.
Yeah.
So with that, we have some where questions for you.
Okay.
So the first question is, where did we first meet? Do you know? It's probably easy for you.
Oh.
Might not remember.
Yeah, I know the story, but
Oh, where we met the Wares?
Where we met.
yeah, where you met them, Wares you met them before I did.
Yeah,
Oh.
tell us, Ashley.
Yeah, I don't remember.
We'll tell you. We'll tell you.
Oh yeah.
Since we were there.
Okay.
It was at our home. We needed someone to hang some TVs for us.
Oh, was that our
You
first
came to
time?
our.
the first
That was the
time.
first time we met you. Yes.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, okay, this guy is kind of cool. He was talking about his wife. I was like, okay, my wife I think my wife's gonna like hers.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we were
it's good.
Talking. So.
Oh, that's amazing, man. I appreciate it. It's always interesting to how I cross paths with people, the second and third lap after I've mounted their TV or before and things like that. And just people that have supported every different silo that I kind of involved myself in. So, no, I appreciate that.
Yep.
He's an entrepreneur on so many levels.
Right.
Okay, so I have a where question too.
All right.
Where have we seen you host?
Oh, you've seen me host probably a few different things. Rhythm and Brunch for sure.
Any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday.
That was probably the most recent one.
Yeah, that was probably the most
Did
recent.
y'all come to Who All Gonna Be There? Did y'all come to that?
Oh man, we missed that. That was the game.
We weren't one of those
Yeah.
people in the Who.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't want to come because
We weren't there, so you couldn't put us in.
Okay.
And then I think we had a one-off this spring when I hosted the event at the at the Orion.
Denim Sunday or
We were at
missed
Denim
that.
Sunday. I went to Denim Sunday. We also did
Taste the Soul.
Taste the Soul. Taste the Soul. We all Taste the
I
Soul
went
as well.
there.
He was.
Yeah.
He,
And we also did a tailgate
Okay. Yes.
the
for
Tailgate.
Snoop.
before
Oh,
Snoop.
for sure. Yes.
But that was really informal. But I would say
Yeah.
this one was formal. You did Rhythm on Monroe, the rooftop.
Also, Rhythm Roll around my birthday.
Another
That was
rhythm.
it.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
Yeah.
You like rhythm.
Yeah, so let me.
Rhythm.
I appreciate you guys so much. I think a compliment that I want to pay you guys for sure is the way you guys came
Support
to Huntsville and got involved and found ways to get involved, and not only in kind of launch your own brand, but also you all support so many people, and you all don't hold allegiances to any specific people. Y'all support everybody, and I think in this town, because that's kind of the way I do as somebody who's not a Huntsville native, but
Right.
has a love for so many different people and so many different things going on in this city.
Yeah.
I love the way you guys came in and made an impact. So if I've never paid you that compliment, I want to do that now for sure.
Oh, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
So where have we seen you outside?
Now we've seen each other outside.
Everywhere.
We can't even
All the time.
That's too much.
Yeah, all
we
the
be here
time.
naming events every
You
Yeah.
all keep on going. Go ahead.
Yeah, we might have some shots though. I don't know if you're okay with that.
okay.
Some just shots, picture shots.
Okay, I'm like,
Oh,
what?
I thought we was drinking.
That's the after party. That's the after podcast. That's the after party. Yeah, but we just got started.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right.
Hey,
You're
this
right.
one might be tricky.
Although it would be
Okay.
a better ending. Go ahead.
Where is your happy place?
Ooh. My happy place is when I just feel at peace, when I'm relaxed, when all the checks on my to-do list, or some of them, I won't say all of them because the list is ongoing.
Yeah.
But when my checks, most of them are marked and I feel at peace. That's my happy place. It might be with my husband. It might be with the 5 of us. It might be me by myself. But yes, all the above.
Wow.
All the above.
I love that.
Where's my happy place? Family moments are for sure huge for me. That's always special when we're all kind of under one roof spending time together. And then also when I'm, as a creative and as a person that is an idea person, when I'm able to get off an idea and it hits the way I want it to. That's also a very special happy place for me is when an idea goes from me sitting up in bed at 2 a.m. when the idea hits me to being able to launch it, get it off the ground, and have the moment and see it impact people. That's also a really special happy place for me, too.
Wow.
Are we the same person? Although I'm at 4 a.m. At 4 a.m., but I feel like that's a divine
For sure.
message that's being passed on.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, where did you meet? Where did you meet?
I love these weird questions. These are great. Yeah, these are great.
We got some large
Where?
questions coming later. Go ahead.
Where did we meet? Where?
Where did we meet? I mean, we have such an interesting little love story.
My favorite story.
We knew each other in previous relationships. We knew of each other. We passed each other in circles and things like that. So this would be like 2009-ish time frame.
Yeah. You had a boutique.
I had a clothing store. Yeah,
Yes,
boutique.
you had a
I
boutique,
did.
and
So
I
I
met
did.
you at your
Yeah,
boutique.
that's my thing. Sneakers, streetwear. That's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
Has always been my thing. So I had a store around that time, and Ashley would come in sometimes with the person she was with at the time, and so no lines crossed or anything silly like that. I thought she was pretty, but no lines crossed anything like that. And then in 2016.
were both
bumped
single.
into. Yeah, we were both single. We weren't in those relationships anymore,
Yeah,
and
we
we bumped
both
into each
single.
other on social media.
On Facebook.
We were on Facebook. We were. We've been trying to find the post, but we believe it was somebody's happy birthday post.
Yes.
And we were like boom and boom in the comment section.
Yes.
And I remember seeing Ashley's name and seeing the profile photo, and I was like, oh, that's that little chocolate. That's baby girl. And
We love chocolate. We love
and
chocolate over here.
I saw that last name was different. I saw that last name was different. And I clicked on the profile, and you know how you can go and you see somebody do a picture scrub. Her pictures was real, like like
discombobulated.
Yeah, her picture. I was like, oh,
make any
either
sense
she don't
anymore.
post often or she did a cleanse. She did a scrub. And I said, oh, it's game time. I jumped in that DM so fast. This was spring of 2016, and she wasn't interested. I'll pause there.
I was not interested. Okay, so y'all are familiar with Travis's Facebook and the stories that he tells and how he engages with people.
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine Travis doing that single. He
Wild.
was single, Travis, on Facebook, and he was wow, he was a wild dude, and I wanted no parts of it. So he was in my DMs, and I just kind of let him sit there for a little bit.
Yeah, we always call it the spring and summer of no. So spring of 2016, because I would hit her up, I'd jump on her inbox, I'd try to just try to get her attention. And she one word answers, one sentence answer, just not interested, not engaging.
Yes.
And so after my third or fourth tap, poke, trying to get her attention, third, fourth, fifth, I was like, oh, I'm straight on her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cool. I thought she was it. She ain't it.
Yeah, she ain't talking about that.
Guys get that little attitude. The ego and the pride starts mixing in.
Yep,
and I'm
yep.
she weak anyway. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. So
You didn't really want to.
so I was on that vibe.
I didn't have that problem, so
Yeah.
Good job.
We didn't even want to talk about that.
So I tried to get her attention that spring, summer, and it wasn't happening. And so I was like, I'm good. Like, I'm straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me move on, keep it pushing. And then Ashley turned into Martin Luther King. She had a dream. She had a dream.
I
Like a
Right.
dream. You gotta tell us about the dream. Tell us about the dream.
This is August of
Yeah.
2016, so roughly however many months from
Right.
March to August, I had kind of been ducking, dodging, short with him. And then August, I had a dream. So I said, let me reach out to him because I'm not a person that I go to sleep at night. I'm asleep. I'm not dreaming. I'm not doing any of that.
Wow.
So I had a dream and I said, let me reach out to him. So we did not have each other's phone numbers at that time. I reached out to him via Facebook Messenger.
Yep.
And so I said, hey, I had a dream about you last night. This was 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning.
Yeah,
I
she hit
remember
me
it
early.
clear
She
as
hit me
day.
early.
And this is 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning. I said, hey, I had a dream about you. And his response was, anything that happened in that dream, we can make happen in real life right now.
So let me tell you the flip side of that coin. So this is
right, that's
this
where
is
it's
like
at.
Right.
That's where it's
so
at.
this is 8:30 on a Saturday morning. I had already been up for an hour or hour and a half. I was about to have the best Saturday ever. I had a date that night lined up.
Okay.
Which I was pretty sure that girl was going to Netflix and chill and end up at my place. So I got up that morning. I had the kids, but we're taking them to my ex kind of shortly that morning, so kind of ending the co-parenting weekend sort of thing. And so had that going on. Me and the kids were going to breakfast, then dropping them off. Then I was going to wash my car, come back to the house, clean up, just have a whole little vibe, right? And Ash hits me up at 8 a.m. with I had a dream about you. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you want to talk. I'd love to tell you the dream. And so I'm say what? Baby girl, she spun back around. Yeah. Oh, this is my day. This is my day. So
Hallelujah.
I send her that message and I'm like, hey, whatever happened in the dream, it can happen in real life. Let's just do it. I don't even need to hear about the dream.
Right.
Let's just bring it to life.
So he says, call me. And he
Yeah.
sends me his phone number. But this is 8 a.m. on a Saturday. At that point, I was, my job, I was working. I had to work some Saturdays. And I didn't get off until 1 p.m. And so I just left him on red until 1 p.m. And so I called him when I got off. This was a little bit after 1.
Yep.
And we were on the phone till like 6.
Yeah, we talked for like 4 or 5 hours
Yeah.
that day. Yeah, we had the
I
best.
started with 4 hours, so we know what 4 hours.
Yeah, we had
Yeah.
the best conversation
Yeah.
to the point where I was like couldn't even shower for my date.
Yeah.
Like had to run out the door for the date, and which actually encouraged me to go on the date still.
Okay.
And that was one of the things that first got my attention about my wife. She was very intentional with me. Like she set boundaries and was like, "Hey, like we had a great time talking today, and I'm feeling the butterflies like you, but you had a date. Like go enjoy
And
your
I'm
date."
about to go out too.
And I'm about to- yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
say that. But
Yeah. Have a good time.
So so that and so that kind of started it, and we kind of would talk and text kind of throughout August, and then September I went to New Orleans with a big group of friends, and we kind of went on like a double date weekend, and but I was like Ashley smitten to the point where I changed the room assignment to like double beds at the last second. I got cussed out in New Orleans. I got cussed out from ceiling to floor because we walked in that room, me and this young lady who I had already had arranged, we was already going to New Orleans together on this big kind of couples trip. We weren't together, but we
Right.
was kicking it. And so we were going to New Orleans with this big group, and I ended up changing double beds because I was actually sick that by the time we got to Labor Day weekend.
Smitten.
And so that was kind of like sneaking down Bourbon Street, hiding behind dumpsters to call her.
I wish I
and
still
stuff
had
like
that
that.
voicemail.
Yeah, I was sending voice.
That's
Yeah.
the sweetest voicemail. I wish
Yeah, I was messed up in the head by New Orleans weekend. So yeah,
I guess everything goes down on Bourbon Street.
yeah. Listen, man, some epic cuss out. I went through some stuff to land this girl. Yeah, because I got told about myself a few times. But you know what? It was all worked. It worked out. The minute I got back from New Orleans, I was ready to roll.
That's good.
Wow.
Because I've seen some of your posts, and one involved a shower, and you got locked out of the bathroom butt naked or something like that. I remember that one. I was like,
Oh, man, I've been
this
through
is my
some
book.
stuff.
This is my book.
Right.
Man,
I don't know if I put that one out there, but yes.
It's very honest. We're gonna get into that because
we have to.
I really love about you. So this is, I think, the last weird question.
It
All right,
is.
this last weird question.
Okay.
Where did you both come from?
I'm born and raised here in Huntsville, so I am. You don't run across that many Huntsville natives that
that's
often
dope.
anymore. But yes, I am born, raised Huntsville City Schools, Alabama A&M University.
Ooh, go Bulldogs.
Yeah, go Bulldogs.
Real
And
Northside girl.
Real Northside
wow.
girl.
Wait, so then which high school? 'Cause-
Johnson High School.
Okay, that's what I
yes,
always
yes,
hear.
yes.
Yeah.
Johnson
Very proud.
Jaguar. Yes. So yeah, I'm North Huntsville through and through.
Awesome.
Then for me, I grew up. I'm a Midwest kid, born in Peoria, Illinois.
All right.
Spent my summers in a small town about 50 miles outside of St. Louis. And then raised, spent the majority of my youth in Indianapolis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm a Midwest kid. I came down here, kind of product of my parents' divorce, and got stuck here. I graduated from Sparkman, but I got down here in October of my senior year.
Okay.
And so, got down here, adapted quickly, made friends,
Yeah.
just kind of started my journey. Decided that I wanted to make a way in this town and figure my way. And, the good thing about Huntsville is, Huntsville kind of allows you to do so, as opposed to, I don't know if I could do what I've done here in Atlanta or even, sometimes I think about, how my personality would have prospered even growing up in a city as big as Indianapolis and things like that. So
Yeah.
very fortunate that I came down here and was able to kind of make an impact the way I have in a town that allowed me to do so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
So we've seen you try to get people outside.
Okay.
What's your definition of outside?
You know what? I'm so glad you asked me that because it's
mean
not
so many
party.
things.
Because I'm not a 24/7 party animal or anything like that. I am a person that enjoys people outside. I enjoy building community. I enjoy people being their best selves, and just kind of coming outside and experiencing life. You know, you
Doing
cannot
something.
Yeah, you cannot replace genuine human connection.
That part.
And I don't want people to forget about that. And COVID made people realize that, oh, I'm okay inside. And also the apps that we engage on, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all these apps keep you inside entertained.
Yeah.
Because I can just sit and scroll. And so for people that aligns to their personality, you then forget to go outside. But there are still people like us, like you all, that enjoy the human connection and enjoy the things that happen when you just put people in a room together, and the magic and allowing God in the room also, and things like that. So yeah, that's outside for me. It doesn't have to be at a club all the time. It doesn't have to be all the wild nights and things like that. It's just good old-fashioned human connection.
Yeah, for sure. I feel that, because what you just mentioned, even about Facebook and those other tools, they're great.
Absolutely.
You know, for that virtual interaction. And sometimes you'll find somebody you hadn't talked to since elementary school, things
Right.
like that. You might have otherwise not been able to do that without Facebook.
Yep.
But at the same time, like, it brought y'all together, you know,
Absolutely.
so that's a blessing.
Exactly.
But then, like, the in-person interaction, that really just kind of takes things to another level.
Absolutely.
I love
Let's
that.
use that to get outside,
Yeah.
whether it's a hike or
Yeah.
a bike ride or coming to an event in Huntsville or whatever, but
Yeah.
just to be doing something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we've seen you try to bring people out along with you on your
Yeah.
journey.
Oh, yeah,
so y'all
sure.
will go someplace,
Yeah.
even if it was like a picnic or
sure.
just go to something even free or low cost.
Yeah.
Right.
just to bring other couples.
Yeah,
and
it's not
people,
all
relationships
event based.
out. Yes.
It is just suggestions. Hey, y'all, this is going on. Come out, or hey, we're doing this today, or it's
Yeah.
a beautiful Saturday in Huntsville.
Yeah.
Why don't you do this, or this, or things like that? Even down to something simple. Right now, I'm on a kick. Right now, where I want to show up for my friends who have children that I, affectionately call my little nieces and nephews, things like that. I want to show up at their sporting events. So I'm
see.
encouraging all of my friends,
see, exactly.
send me the schedule. Send me the schedule. Let me know if nephew got a little basketball game, send me the schedule. I want to pop in and be there for him.
Wow.
Send me if niece got a little ballet event or cheerleading thing, let me know so I can
Yeah.
pop in and see her. I want to be there for that.
I feel the same way. I'm going through withdrawals because my kids have left. So
100%.
I want to go and support somebody like I
Absolutely.
used to. So,
Absolutely.
yes.
Yep. So that's the root of it. But I just, I want to do that and kind of build community that way as well.
Yeah. It means a lot, because the kids look out and be like, okay, I got somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
For me.
For sure.
Yeah, I love that.
What,
That's
what,
my
do you-
daddy friend or whatever.
Daddy
It
friend.
feels
Yep.
what are some of the challenges of getting people outside?
Oh, I would say first off is, life is expensive right now.
Yes.
Life is expensive. And
Yeah.
so, totally understand that at this point, what used to be $20 is now $75.
Right.
And if you have kids and, it's not just one or two, sometimes it's five of us. So finances for sure play a part, which is why, like you said, we encourage, it doesn't have to be a paid activity. You don't
Right.
have to come spend $200 at Dave and Buster's. We're going to the park, bring your blanket and some sandwiches,
For sure.
and come bring your Bluetooth and just making an event. So
Right.
I would say number one for sure is finances as
Yeah.
far as getting people outside.
And then I think getting people to, take some of the perception and things like that down, like take the like you overthinking it.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of times when I make posts like that, I'll tell people, hey, don't overthink it, don't overcomplicate it. Just come out and have a good time.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, your own thoughts will have you not doing something that you would have had a great time at, just because you think, you kind of worried, well, who's going to be there and what they gonna have on or what are they doing there and things like that. It's like, no, just come out. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
You'll, you know what I'm saying? You'll be able to relax. You'll be able to, oh, this is all right. It's good people here. It's good energy here. It's good couple energy here. It's good grown energy here.
Yeah.
Some of those types of things. Sometimes you can sit there and you can kind of create this thought process in your mind and literally talk yourself out of something that would have
Right.
been great for you just because of the unknown. The unknown scares people all the time.
Wow.
I wanted to add on that, because I know there's some some people are like, I'm an introvert, I'm not going to go out. There is a real, social anxiety. But I think also, we as creatives and entrepreneurs who, create events and environments for folks to come to need to also keep that into account. Like I've noticed that at some of your events, like you would be like, you're introducing yourself, you're also inviting people to introduce themselves to each other.
Yeah.
I think that's really critical as well.
Yeah, I'm always going to do that. I always want to walk the room. At anything I do, I want to walk the room multiple times. I want to introduce, shake hands, say, hey, how'd you hear about this event? All those sorts of things, because I want you to be comfortable around. And even in Rhythm and Brunch, there's a part of the show where I come off the stage and I do a lap through the crowd. It's just that intimate touch that's like, okay, it breaks through that fourth wall, so to speak, and you see, okay, this is the person. Here's the host right here next to me, picking and poking and complimenting me on my outfit and things like that. And it's just to build that connection and get you to be comfortable. That's it.
We definitely support that. We also try to support the people that are at your table.
Sure.
Make sure you meet the people that are at your table.
100%.
Absolutely.
100%. Meet the people that are at your table.
You're going to get around. You're going to get around to many of the people.
Yeah.
But you have people,
Right
7
there.
other people that are right there.
100%.
Exactly.
I'm a foot stomp my little speech. I always say this, but it's so true to me. Like a lot of times, we've talked about this even with events that are kind of dress up. You kind of feel a little stuffy, you're wearing your tuxedo and stuff like that. But let's say you're at this gala and it's a fundraiser and everybody's wearing all these fancy clothes. At the end of the day, everybody at the table has something in common with you. They had to get dressed.
Yeah.
They had to come to this space. They're probably going to be eating the same food that's being served. They're hearing the same entertainment, same cause. So y'all got a lot to talk about.
Absolutely.
Right.
Just talk about it, because it's only like 4 or 5 of y'all that you don't already know if you came with a guest or not.
We have so much in common already.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And,
And
speaking of things in common, I was going to say about Rhythm and Brunch and Bingo and Beast, which is a signature event that our company does in Chocolate Rocket City. That whole idea of like making the audience part of the show.
Yes.
I love that we both do that. Dwight does that with singing. Like Bingo and Beast has like music.
Don't worry, I can't sing. Go ahead.
But the songs are on the cards, and each round is like a decade of a certain music, but it's usually R&B, hip hop, a little bit of reggae. But when people are singing a song and everybody knows the song, sometimes it's that one person that's louder than everybody else. You put that mic next to them, and you just get it. And everybody's feeling it.
Yeah.
So people like to see each other as part of the show. So I noticed that you guys do that as well.
100%. Yeah. And I think that's why Rhythm and Brunch really works is because of that. It's taking people back to that era of choir rehearsal. It's taking people back to that era of just like feeling good and just belting out a note. It's taking what you
It's
do in
nostalgia.
the shower, what you do in the car on a long drive and things like that. Or, some people sing on just a short drive, and it's just taking those moments and having that togetherness.
Yeah. But as far as the ladies, it's easy to get the ladies out, but it's hard to get the fellas out.
Oh,
sometimes.
absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
do we have any ideas? Now, it surprises me because a lot of the ladies say, well, if the guys would be there, then I would come out. And I thought it was the opposite. Like, if the ladies would be there, the guys would come out. But I don't know.
So
what
hard
are
to
your
get the
thoughts?
men at events right now.
Yeah.
And I think, the game has really changed. The expectations are there. I think fellas are really overthinking it right now. And there has to be a certain level of taking the cool off, taking the ego off, and just coming out and just having a good time, And so getting the fellas, unfortunately, I feel like the guys right now are in a space of like being judged and things like that, or hiding behind, man, I got to go buy some drinks, or I got to do this and do that. It's just it's a different energy for men right now. And I think men are overthinking, overcomplicating it for sure.
But the interesting thing is the handful of guys, specifically, I'm speaking about the brunch, R&B brunch, the guys that come, they have such a good
Have a ball.
time. They
I don't
have the
understand
best
it because
time.
we were commenting at our table when we came
Yeah.
that there are so many females here.
Yeah.
If the
Yes.
guy came out, they would have a good time.
Exactly. It's
I get a lot of attention.
it's plenty of single women
Yes.
at our events, and when the men come, they have a wonderful time.
Absolutely.
It's just hard to get them to understand that you're going to have a good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I guess, okay, so this is me being like, having been married for decades, that kind of thing, not really understanding the nature and knowledge of
What do
men.
you mean by decades?
It's been a while. But I'm saying,
Decades.
here's what I don't understand. Do guys like go out together in groups? Like, are they like, okay, Joe, Sam, like, are we gonna get together at such and such time? Like, do they plan the way girls plan? You know how girls will be like, they'll go as a group. Like, do guys do that? Is that the problem? Like, if people are single, maybe they don't want to go out because they don't have a date to go out with.
Sure.
So is it like then single guys won't go out because it's just not a thing for guys?
Yeah, I think that's kind of died down.
Yeah.
Like you just rolling with your homeboys to something.
Yeah.
I think at a certain age that kind of unfortunately dies down, and you think that you either got to go with your lady or go with your partner or not go, sort of thing. But I would like to see male crew, because guy crews will go to Colombia and DR in a heartbeat.
Brazil.
Passport bros.
Now the passport
Don't
bros.
get me started.
I'm banned. I'm banned.
No Columbia.
No passport bros over here.
Only Colombia I could go to is South Carolina.
He got to go to Cancun and I think he used to go to Vegas a lot and stuff. So that's
One, I wasn't married, and two, I was. It was for a work event. So
that's what he said. So
I got some stuff with my partners coming up, but my partners know they got to come to the brunches. They got to do some other things to offset that.
Yeah.
Y'all can't get me in trouble.
Right. Hello.
yeah.
Ashley's coming too.
Hello.
Well, I don't know if you wanted to touch on this. But,
You go.
Okay. When it comes to, I guess, like the family and going out, and who plans that? Any of the like?
Oh, like our family time?
Yeah, when y'all go out, like who's the planner? Who's the?
Well, we have a family chat, and we'll just all of us throw ideas in the chat about what we want to do. If the kids want to see a movie, they'll throw it in the chat. Hey, this movie is coming out next week. Let's plan to go see it next Saturday or whatever, and we'll just make time and do it. So it's really collaborative. All of us throw ideas in there, and we all are getting to do what we all want to do.
Yeah, and that's a big thing. Is we want we try to for the five of us, we try to stress that hey, we're only 100 if everybody puts in their 20.
Right.
And everybody gets what they need out of this family as well. Wow. So Tyler is big on Marvel movies, so we got to go. We have to go. And he really only giving you about 36 hours or, what I'm saying?
Opening weekend every single time.
Going with him over the opening weekend, he don't really want to hear it. Don't push the movie out to next Thursday. Not happening.
Absolutely not.
So yeah.
He'll go on his own if y'all don't make it in time.
Pretty much.
We literally just had this talk today with him because he told us today when he came home from school that he went ahead and bought tickets to, I don't even know what's coming out.
I don't know, but it comes out Wednesday.
It comes out Wednesday, and he went ahead and bought tickets for himself. And he was like, I know y'all have a lot going on this week, and I don't play around. Y'all know I don't play around.
We know y'all are busy, so we'll keep his time. Basically, that's what he told us.
And he caught a little hell from his sisters with that one because they were like, wait a second, what? Especially Big Sis, who's coming home this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So Big Sis jumped in the family group chat and was like, I mean, what? Like, I get back home on Friday at noon. Like, what are we talking about? And he was like, no, I can't wait.
5 hours.
So, yeah.
That's the deadline. That's right.
We try to make sure that everybody gets theirs, and everybody, kind of feels seen, felt, heard. Absolutely. And so with the things that we do, that's how we try to rotate it, is to make sure that everybody, so like I said, Miss Ash is not the biggest Marvel person, you know what I'm saying? But she's going to be there right there with us, but, Miss Ash going to fall asleep in the movie. Now she going
my girl.
My girl.
I used to say,
you stay up doing, because I was going to ask you this. I just think it's incredible how you are as a bonus mom. Like, you really embrace the role. Tell me about how, like, what were your thoughts behind it? Just the whole blended family.
So I had never dated a man with children before Travis. It was I was intentional about that. And, no disrespect to anybody that has kids or anything like that. But, I just had heard and seen so many horror stories.
She wasn't going.
With,
wasn't going.
Drama and all of that. And I was just very intentional. I'm not doing that. And so.
Y'all saw that Michael Jordan meme that F them kids? This is how Ash was prior to me. F them kids.
It wasn't that bad. But I was just like, okay.
She didn't up like the Jordan meme with crying.
Right, the crying, yes. So I was just intentional. It was not anything that I wanted to do, wasn't interested. Like, I was straight on kids. Right. And then once Travis and I, got reacquainted, and I was just, after my divorce, I really prayed for something different. I wanted to try to approach relationships, possible marriage again, differently. And so I was just like, okay, I'll try. Everybody I dated previously were a lot like me. So I'm like, let me just try somebody that's the complete opposite. And then along came Travis. And, the kids were great. They were very open to me. They were super patient with me because, again, I had no experience with children at all. So they were patient.
I threw her in the deep end of the pool.
He put me in deep end, like, here go these kids, figure it out. And so we did. And it's been challenging, no lie, but it's been very rewarding. They've taught me a lot about myself, for sure.
Wow. It was intentional for me because you had to love. I wanted you to don't love my kids for me. Love my kids because you fell in love with my kids. Find ways to impact my children's lives that are authentic to you. I did not want it to flow through me.
Yeah.
Because then when we hit rough patches, you know what I'm saying, it makes it dicey because you only with them, connected to them because it's flowing through me. So if we rough, now you rough with them and things like that.
Yeah.
And I just wasn't interested in that. And part of that came from my dynamic with, I had a stepmother, my mother passed from cancer when I was 4. My dad remarried when I was 9, and they were married for 10 years. So like 9 to 19, I had that almost like Cosby Show kind of household, 2-parent household, and all those sorts of things with 2 working professional parents. And so it just kind of made me. I took part of that experience and just said, okay, like, you got to find a way to love my children, impact my children's lives. So like in simple areas, there are things generally speaking I would help with, but like learning their likes or dislikes with grocery list.
Yep.
Yeah, you sink or swim on your own.
Yep.
All the minutia of a child's life.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go in their rooms and spend time with them and learn them and figure out. You're gonna have to hop in the car with them and go on a ride and go to the park and all those different things and just build your own equity.
Right.
Because I only want you here if something happens to me and you still want to be connected. I only want you around if something happens to me, you still plan on being around. And so here we are now, 7 years married, 9 years together. And I truly feel like if something was to happen to me tomorrow, she still would maintain a connection with the children because that's what's important to her now.
It was a package deal.
Yeah, it's a package deal.
It wasn't, no way.
That's good. How about the family dynamics if you're traveling?
Oh.
Rarely has it. I mean, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Well, no, the kids are at a great age now that they're able to balance the travel. And the kids are super supportive of everything that we're doing. That the kids this year, because we sat down, once Rhythm and Brunch started to become a really real thing, we had a family meeting. And because we wanted the kids' support. Yeah. And they were super supportive of it. We explained to them what it was going to mean. It was going to, because we do week on, week off co-parenting. And so the kids swap houses. They come to our house on Monday evenings and stuff. So, so today is actually, today started Dad Day. They just got, off the buses and things today. So it's, it's really good. They're super supportive of us. Yeah. They're thankful they love watching the clips, and they have been in the dressing rooms before. They've hid out behind the shows before and things like that.
It's a blessing that they're older, so they understand, this is a job. We are not just, in Miami just because on vacation.
Yeah. Right.
This is a work trip. There are multiple shows, and wherever we go.
Right.
They they're older. They understand finances and money, and you got to get paid. And
do they go with? Because I know Ashley travels with you, T. Right?
Yeah, Ash travels with, and so we've got some shows next year that the kids are going to come on. This year it's going to be super fun. Yeah. We plan on taking them on a Miami trip, and there's some things that we're doing with this year was really about working on the brand, learning how to host. I had to really laser in and learn how to host, learn how to command the stage, all of those sorts of things. And so we didn't do, and then selfishly, there's some moments that Ashley and I needed. We going to Miami, it's some adult stuff that we got to do when we in Miami, and things like that. We're going to some of these cities now, but now that we've been there a few times, it's time to rope in some family time for sure.
Right. I love that.
Yeah. Wow. So what do you like about traveling, going outside of not just the outside the home, but outside the city.
Oh, so many things.
Yeah. That's a love language for ours.
Yeah, it's a love language.
That's a huge love language win for us.
Yeah, it's a love language in its own, just traveling. But, you know, when you go to some of these bigger cities, you know, Miami, it's so many different things that you can do. We've never been to the same restaurant again. You know, it's so many different options we can try, so many fun things.
So who's a foodie?
I'm
One
sorry.
of y'all are foodies?
Oh, I think we equally like food, but we prefer adventures.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't spend it, you know, some people go and they just eat everywhere they go. We prefer adventures. If we can hop on a jet ski or, you know, go to a rock wall climbing or, you know, go on a hike or anything like that, we definitely prefer adventures over spending our time sitting, eating, you know, things like
That's
that.
good.
And for me, it's a huge, you know, how do I want to say? It balances out my ADHD to go to a new city and just walk around. And it helps tremendously for me to be able to have that new connection with people that I don't know. And, you know, because I'm so well known in Huntsville. And so, you know, you can't really go anywhere. You know, a Walmart run gonna have you bumping into 3 or 4, T-Large, what up? You know, all that type of stuff. So I love going to a new city and just walking around.
Just
and
being able to be.
Yeah, just being able to be, bump into people, have new conversations, and just kind of get that new perspective feel. It's such a rush for me just to be in those new environments. Yep.
See what happens when you're amongst famous people.
Listen,
Always coming up and asking for an autograph.
not at all. I can't wait to get to that day. That would be so awesome.
Yeah.
So I was gonna get a little bit into some of the things you do when it comes to hosting, because what do you do when the energy of the crowd is low?
Oh, okay. So I mean that's tough, and you know certainly not perfect. Have worked on that a lot this year. Is being able to, for me, I try to establish an authentic connection early with my audience. I like to break through the fourth wall, so to speak. Other people do not. Other people like to keep that wall up between them and the audience or whatever, and command the stage differently. You know that takes a totally different stage presence.
Right.
But what works for me is being relatable in every environment. And so one of the things that I do with events that I host is I like to come out on stage and pick and poke with the crowd, the early crowd who before the event has started.
Okay.
So let's say doors open let's say an event starts at 2, doors open at 1, right? You know, you get those first few trickle ins in that 115, 120, maybe even 130. I like to come out on stage and just crack some jokes. Hey y'all, you know, what you drinking, what y'all up to? You look good, this, that, and the other, and build some connection with some people before the event. And I'm not dressed out yet. I'm not in my event attire yet. I got on sweats, probably some sunglasses just to kind of help me, you know, things like that. But I like to come out and just that's what helps me get my nerves out. That is my secret to getting my nerves out, is come build an authentic connection early.
Yeah.
That is my secret. And I can share that with you guys because I love you guys. I come out
Hey, don't listen.
and mess with the crowd early. I come out and build that. So then when the lights go on and it's ladies and gentlemen, all that sort of thing, and then I come out, I've already built connection. I've already picked and poked with 5, 7, 10 people in the crowd already. I've complimented people on their outfit and things like that. And there's just more of a natural feeling. So now that room's got 400, 500 people in there, but I'm okay.
But that's really good because I've been to a few events where that has happened. Performances. So Kirk Franklin was out and the reason why he came out was because the power went out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we were waiting, and unfortunately, there was no power that came on. So he came out and said, look, I'm going to be here whenever. If all you do is just get a piano going, I'll perform.
Yeah.
And actually, that's what ended up happening. But before that show, he came out and took pictures with everybody.
Yeah, I love that.
And it was probably one of the best shows I had been to because it was all it was all impromptu, off the cuff. So,
and that's really my favorite thing. And that is improv is really probably like the big thing that like I'm really chasing. I love improv moments.
Yeah.
And so, and I've flirted with joining. There's an improv comedy troupe, but it's not necessarily my brand. of kind of how I want to do. But there's some improv things that we're working on and I'm working on, because I've realized that is probably where my heart, because people have asked me, T, are you going to do something at like stand up live, like a comedy? Are you going to try to grace the stage and do like your own?
Right.
People have asked me about that a bunch, and I have flirted with it. And I've worked on material, and I've ran material by my wife before. But I think that I want to go some type of improv route.
Well, I think the best place to do it is right here.
Yeah.
So it's cold outside, and no.
No, but we're gonna play it right now. We're not even gonna put you on the spot like that.
I love that.
But we are gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna tell you
no
how.
worries.
We are gonna play a game called This or That.
All right, let's do it.
This or That with T and Ashley. Okay. So it's different categories, different groupings. So I'm gonna start with this one. Okay. So with the game is we're gonna say one thing and another. You tell us which.
And
one
we're going to
you pick.
go back and forth too.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll go. He'll go. But the only thing is, don't cheat, because people cheat and they say both, and I say don't say both. You gotta pick.
We have to make a
Pick
decision.
one.
Okay, we
Yes,
gonna put the
All right,
pressure.
gotta
on you to
pick one.
Okay,
Gotta pick one.
all
Okay,
right,
ready.
so, all right. Early morning grind or late night creative burst?
Oh,
Late night creative burst.
yeah, late night creative burst.
It needs to be early morning grind, but at this point, it's late
Late night.
creative.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You go.
All right. Dad jokes or dry humor?
Ooh, dry humor. I'm a huge fan of like The Office and Seinfeld.
Oh no, not another one.
One of the guys' name is Dwight, so
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I understand.
Don't go-
Huge. Yeah, huge.
I can get it, but
Huge fan.
What about you? Is you the same, Ashley? or you got-
Dry humor.
Okay, so both of y'all the
Yes.
same.
Well, she
Yes,
wouldn't
dry.
get dad jokes.
Yeah. I tell a lot of dad jokes.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
it.
I tell a ton of dad jokes. Yeah.
My dad jokes are dry humor, so
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Next one. Weekend reset or a spontaneous day trip?
Oh, you said we have to pick one.
You have to pick one.
Gotta choose. Which one is the most?
Here lately, it's been spontaneous day trips.
Yeah.
Yeah, spontaneous day
day trip.
trips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Structured excellence or community creativity?
For me, structured excellence.
Yeah. Community creativity. Look, I was releasing your hand.
Yeah, I think
Let's stay together. God.
which is good because y'all are good for each other with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you
Okay,
gotta
mine
Compliment each other.
is smooth R&B or hype hip hop.
Smooth R&B. I like them both, though.
Hype hip hop probably for me.
Cheat, Ashley.
This has been
But yes. R&B.
like being on this R&B brunch tour has really poured a lot of R&B on my plate.
Yeah.
I be needing my rap now. Yeah.
You got a lot of rhythm going on. You're like Rhythm Nation.
Yeah, it's a lot
You even
going
got the
on.
hat.
A lot going on, trust me.
All right. Hidden gems or big stages?
Hidden gems.
Oh yeah. Hidden gems is probably still my favorite. The little hole in the walls and things
Yeah.
of that nature. I still have a healthy appreciation for those.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. RSVP online or show up and see what happens.
RSVP online for me.
Show up and see what happens.
Right.
Yeah, walk in. And, yeah, yeah.
Exact same as far
It
as.
was so funny. I was at an event last week, and he was like, "Yeah, these people they RSVP, but they never show up." And I'm like, "Well, we're the opposite."
Yeah,
And at that event, we showed up.
Yeah.
yeah.
But we knew it was that type of.
But from the other side of the perspective, you kind of be wanting to know who's coming to the event, or if you gotta have a crowd or things. So it is from a promoter standpoint that those RSVPs feel so good to know that people actually are planning on attending. So it's so tough. But as my human nature, I like to just show up. I just like to pop in. Hey, I'm here.
Especially if there's money involved, and you have to make those.
Oh,
deposits.
believe
Yes.
it, believe
yes,
it, believe it.
yes.
The planning of it.
Day parties or night parties?
Day parties.
Day parties. Yeah, day parties.
Probably past a certain age, so go
All
ahead.
right, this is the last one. Is kind of bring us back to the whole theme of everything. Online community group, in-person meetup.
In-person meetup.
Yeah, in-person meetup is still preferred.
It just feels better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels better.
Wow.
Yeah, but I liked what you said about the community, because one thing I do appreciate about you guys is that it's not about competition. You're really about collaborating.
For sure,
And
100%.
I just wanted you to share what your thoughts are with collaborating with other people.
Yeah, we don't mind it. We prefer that. We probably have lost out on more money and having your name in lights because we collaborate so much. But we're okay with that. I like. We don't have a shortage of ideas.
Yeah.
So so that kind of doesn't bother us. And I do want to win together, and I want to win with other people so that it's not just, OST's event is going to look like this. I like collaborating and building something special with other people for sure.
Yeah, and the reason why I wanted to bring that up is that we collaborated, right? We
Yeah.
did like a party in the park.
Yeah, just a little something.
It was for her birthday.
Yep.
You didn't lose out on any money because it was free.
No.
So, yeah.
No, they kicked in. We kicked in. We had some drinks, some food
Absolutely.
for people, and it
Yeah,
was
it
great.
was good.
It was a great time.
Yeah, and we've got to circle back and get some ideas off together for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's make that a goal for 2026 to execute something together for sure.
I would love
Absolutely.
that. I would love that. Well, T, Ashley, I just want to thank you for hanging out with us today and just sharing how you navigate community together and outside. And I don't know if we're going to give a quick shout out to Blake Hall. I know he works with you at Rhythm Brunch, but
Yeah, so I'd love to shout out our team, whether it's Blake, Carlotta, and even my man DJ King Tut that's been rocking with us here lately, and some of the other DJs, DJ Diversity, and things like that. So yeah, I just want to shout out the team. Rhythm Brunch is not ours.
Okay.
It's owned by Blake. And his lady is, kind of his number one collaborator. And so they kind of launched it together, brought us in very early for collaboration and for some ideas. They had the idea and kind of the vision and kind of brought it to us. And we got some things off the ground together and then took it out of town to kind of really work on it.
Yeah.
And it really turned into something really fast.
Wow.
And so host, collaborator, idea person, but Blake and Lotta, it's their baby, and so but we've enjoyed the partnership and building something really special.
And I'm just excited about all the things that you all have coming up and all the things that you're thinking about because the ideas just keep popping. So
Thank you so much. If we, just send up a prayer for us to, consistency and really knock out some things. We've got some things that we're toying with for the top of the year, some ideas and some events that we're being brought in on, and then some things that are ours specifically. One of our big passions right now is trying to get some couples out together. Okay. And so we've got a couple events top of the year that are designed for couples. And, tickets will only be sold as a couple ticket, and I don't, whoever your person is, that's fine. But, the couple things that we're working on that are in the works right now are not for you and your homegirl or the bros. It is for you and the person that you're dating, whomever that is, to come out and join us. So we're trying to get a few little couple ideas off the ground.
I had to find somebody to go with.
He might. He might.
Wasn't Ashley?
Don't worry about it.
I love that. I love that.
Don't worry about it. All right. And so for everyone listening, remember connection is the destination. Follow Travis T and Ashley Large and support all the events that they're doing. Yes. And just let today inspire you to use the online world and the outside world to build real, meaningful community.
Love it.
Yeah, thank you so much. We love you guys, and we're living large.
Appreciate it. Awesome, man. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, enjoyed it.
Tell them.